Alright guys, in our last video you saw us arrive at South Goa from Gokarna. Our stay in Goa was simple. We would spend most of the day relaxing on the beach. Yes, we actually stayed on the beach. We did go for a few short rides to neighbouring areas, mainly to try out different food options. The place we stayed at did have a couple of restaurants with great food, just not a lot of variety, and we being foodies like to try out different things, and it gave us an excuse to go out on some rides. So let us take you through a typical day of our roughly week-long stay. We would get up early most days and head out to the beach. Even though this beach was quite secluded and free from crowds, the early mornings were even better. We enjoyed the company of the dogs.
Lead the way. All the way.
The full moon gave us some spectacular tides and wave action. After our walk on the beach, we would head into one of the two restaurants that were next door to where we stayed. Breakfast was simple but delicious, and the view was a cherry on top. For lunch, we would try to head out somewhere nearby. On this day, we went to the Jaali cafe in Patnem. Another day, we went to Cuba Patnem, a beach bar and restaurant. On another day, we went to Palolem. It was actually the second day we went there, on a weekday this time. We had earlier gone on a weekend, and wow, it was so crowded. Forget about parking, this stretch was jam-packed with cars and people. On this day, we had a seafood platter at Fisherman's, and it was awesome. On the way back, we would sometimes explore some of the neighbouring areas. This is the Talpona river, which lends its name to the Talpona area and Talpona beach. But most days we would just eat where we stayed. And like I said before, the food there was quite good too. In the afternoon, after lunch, we would usually just relax indoors or on the porch and stay away from the peak afternoon sun. Around sunset time, we would head out to the beach again. We would spend some time playing with the puppies. On some days, we would get a sight of this magnificent white-bellied sea eagle. Most nights we would have our dinner at our usual place. On one night we went out to Cow Corner in Patnem. Yes, you heard me right, Cow Corner. The restaurant is so named because it's located at a corner of the road where cows usually gather, hence Cow Corner. Now you know why it's called Cow Corner? The food was excellent and the ambience was even better. That brings us to the end of a typical day during our stay in Goa. In the next part, we will begin heading our way back home. In the first leg, we will head from Goa to Hubli. See you there. Bye bye.